But they're the things that happen when you're going through that process of doing this.
Yeah, and
the thing is, yeah, well, that's been notched out because the cowbells hit the lower forks, the guard mounts.
Yeah.
They're all the things that you come across as you're building.
Yeah.
And you know, Charlie, you do one thing, you think, oh, it's done.
Oh yeah.
And next thing you know, you put it on, fuck, it's brought another problem. In most cases, yeah, that's what happened.
Oh yeah.
And like we were talking last night, with the air coming out here, with my routine ones, couldn't see them.
Yeah.
But because I had to go with the RMS,
unfortunately,
that's the downside.
Yeah. Alright, good man. Alright, so that was Biggie Scrolls, he did that for you. Well, amazing work. Big shout out to Biggie.
Yeah, big time.
And he's also done all this engraving up here, Bill?
He's done all the engraving on the bike, minus a few bits which I had on the bike before I went to this extent to build this bike.
Awesome, mate. Awesome. And you've done the bib as well recently?
Yeah, no, I bought a, from memory it's called a Joker bib.
Yeah.
Which is an aluminium one. And he's done it all.
Beautiful. And that just sits flat on the tank, doesn't it?
That's correct, yeah.
Yeah. And you bought it that way, sitting that way?
Yeah, that's how they come.
Oh, that's good.
Except for the engraving.
Of course, yeah.
And if you have a look in the bib, what we've done, we've tried to replicate the factory look around it.
Yeah.
As best as we could, because they're two different things.
Yeah.
With the insert of the engraving.
Awesome. Mate, it's picture perfect, that, isn't it, Bill?
Yeah, it is.
It's awesome.
Again, like I said, you know, his work is phenomenal.
Yeah, yeah. And what have you done here to your gauges, mate?
That's a factory aftermarket Harley gauge.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, we were cruising with the bikes last night. You saw my gauge. I could hardly see my gauge.
Yeah.
Mate, that thing, I could see from where I was, meters away.
Yeah, you can see how fast I was going.
Yeah.
That's because you're behind me.
Oh, bullshit. All right, cut.
That fucked you, didn't it?
I love it. Speaking of speed, Bill, that's a good point, brother. This isn't just any motor, mate. I did notice last night, mate, while we were cruising along, it does get up and boogie and rip the bitumen up. What do you got there on the frame, in the motor? What have you done there?
Well, it's just a stage 3 internals. Obviously with screaming eagle heads.
Okay.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay. So just your standard Harley upgrade kit there?
Yeah, stage 3.
Yeah. And how do you find it, man?
Oh look, it mumbos.
Yeah.
It's time to get it to the dyno.
Yeah.
Because, you know, with everything going on, life, work, modifications for shows. Also displays. Yeah.
We're going to cut some footage of the show. You ought to see Bill's displays, man. He doesn't do a display. He does the display. It is amazing, man. It blew me away, the display you did last year, and how you had the whole thing elevated off the floor.
Last year I had the same display.
Yeah.
Just that this time I've gone bigger.
Yeah.
Like I've added like my pool cart, the helmet, and a few other things. So.
Yeah. That's starting to take here in Australia, and I saw it more in the elite sections over in America. The Japanese love it, man, too. They love the displays.
Yeah.
I was once in Thailand and you had some Japanese bike builders displaying bikes, and to chock the bike, they didn't have it on a stand. They actually got a big piston, a huge piston. Must have been out of a ship, right? It was like fucking 8 inches, 10 inches in diameter, easy. And they actually cut the whole bit out of the piston so the front wheel can move in there and lock into the piston, you know? And the piston is what held the bike straight, you know?
That's...
Yeah, you know, it's a bit of ingenuity.
That's somebody thinking outside the box.
Isn't it? Well, your bike's just full of that sort of stuff, you know? Have a look at these afterburner lenses, these smoked afterburner lenses. Now, when Bill originally got his lenses, they were just chromed. Just a chrome bezel. Check out all that beautiful work he did. You know, and they work so well in with the paintwork, you know, so well. And that's thinking out of the square, but ahead, you know. How else to modify something that's already modified? You know, how to add more to what's already more. And it's just, the painting is just, painting guy, what was his name again?
Kyle from Smith's Concepts.
Kyle, amazing work, brother. Amazing work. I actually saw another one of Kyle's paint jobs there at the show, and it was on par with this paint job. He nails it every time. It isn't a lucky thing he got this one painted, mate. I saw that other bike at Carl's, and it was amazing. You know, I don't call myself a paint head, man. You know, it's not my thing.
Yeah.
I know a beautiful paint job
when you see it,
but yeah, when a paint job talks to me, it talks to me. You know, it's easy to identify a build. So that's awesome, man. The way they look there. We'll cruise a bit later on down forward to the front of the bike because he's also done some funky stuff there. Here, actually, let's just have a look at it now, man. And you've got this front section here. What would you call them, Bill?
They're your light bezels.
Yeah, the light bezels. They look so funky, brother. I love it.
Yeah.
You know, the way they work in with this paint here, it just transitions.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, up into it. You know.
It needed colour up there.
Yeah.
Last year I didn't have it.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, what can I do that's going to be one up from what I was last year?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
As well, now that we're talking about it, you know, that seat of yours there, brother. You want to tell me about that? What do you got sitting there?
Got 3 Chicano girls.
Yeah.
Hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. And that's thanks to my wife.
Why your wife, Bill?
She's the one who came up with the idea of the see no evil, speak no evil, see no evil.
That's awesome, mate.
I just found an image.
Oh, okay. And it became that.
She's the brains behind it all, mate.
Yeah, yeah. I love how the seat is like a matte finish and it diffuses the whole bike.
Yes.
You know, that's the effect I see in that seat. And by doing that, I'm drawn to it more. You know, it really draws me right in. It's really play with colours. It's a smart move, I reckon, Bill.
Look, it was a hard decision to make because I was scared that that brown is not going to go with what I've got.
Yeah.
Until the bike was done and dusted and painted and I put the seat on.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, oh, wow, okay, it works.
Yeah.
Up until then, it was always in the back of my mind thinking, have I spent my money for nothing? Or?
Yeah. Oh no, I get it.
And like I explained to you last night at dinner,
Yeah.
seat, that's the second time round on the seat, not first time round.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the big leather hand stitching.
Yeah.
I like the fine machine stitching.
Yeah. Here's what he's talking about.
I think it looks a lot classier.
See, this is all fine. Previous to this, it was that big, like saddle stitching. You know, it's all been refined and gone finer. You know, he's tucked this in and actually lifted underneath. It's an incredible seat.
Seeing that's hand carved too.
Yeah, beautiful.
And coloured.
Yeah. Is that an Australian job?
Yeah, guys down here in Melbourne.
Oh, okay. In Melbourne. Awesome. Awesome. So that's the seat story, mate. All right, let's jump on the other side of the bike, man. Draw the couch around, and we'll have another squeeze. Bill, first things first, mate. You got the canister here.
That's correct, yeah.
What's the canister used for?
For a good talking point.
Okay, awesome,
It breaks up that little area, gives it a bit of colour.
awesome. So that's what you wanted to add in there, flow more colour into that space. Well, you've captured it using that.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, some guys use trinkets. I've seen all sorts of stuff.
Well, initially I wanted to get it all engraved,
Yeah,
but as it turned out, you know, Biggie goes, you're better off just having it coloured.
yeah,
So he chromed and if you ever look at the bracket, he's just done like diamond cutting on it.
Yeah, wow.
Just to break up the corner, the edges there.
Yeah.
And you know what? He was right.
Yeah.
He was 100% right.
Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful here. All right. Now, we spoke about these, mate. I love these. This is a Bill special.
Well, they are a ACell, what they call stealth coils.
Coils. Here's the thing, there is no coil, right? There is no coil pack like you normally see here, and leads running to your spark plugs. Bill's got the coil eliminator.
Yeah. But when you buy them, they come just with a plastic coil pack.
Yeah.
And I hand fabricated the covers.
Awesome.
And again, Biggie Scroll's done all his work.
Yeah, it looks amazing. Really looks amazing, you know. You've made a work of art out of something that's so dull and ugly.
And again, I'm glad I went with what he said by putting just the bar and shield up there.
Yeah.
Because, you know, putting scroll work there would be too much, but the bar, it looks like it's a factory thing now.
Yeah, yeah.
And the camera's gone off. Oh, no, it hasn't.
And what have you got sitting there right in the middle? What is that, Bill?
It's called a horn.
Yeah. What sort of horn is that? I can tell you it works really good.
From memory, it's called a big boy horn.
Big boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the curvatures on it.
It's an air horn. So, you know, you're not running your standard low tone horn where, you know, someone pulls that in front of you and they can't hear you.
Yeah.
You wake them up.
Oh yeah. I noticed that last night when you used it. You know, compared to mine. Yeah, Bill got a rude awakening last night. He learned how bad Melbourne drivers were, and they actually left him no space from Bayswater to St Kilda. He actually had no space, and they just dropped in on him the whole time, you know. No respect whatsoever. Okay, we're going into the oil tank now. Have you modified that at all, Bill, or you still keep that as your oil tank?
No, it's all tank.
Oil tank.
Yeah, no, all tank.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, mate.
Just engraved in chrome.
Beautiful. And I love it because it's the engraving, because it's got a bit and it's got a blank bit. It's got a bit, it's got a blank bit. You know, it's nicely broken up.
Well, your blank, it's not really blank. If you look carefully, it's actually like a leaf.
Oh no, I see the leaf, yeah.
And that's where your blank is.
Yes.
In the leaf.
Yeah. It's not overcrowded.
Yeah.
You know, you can get some engravers that can really overcrowd that space just with engraving.
Yeah, that's what I like about what Biggie does.
Yeah.
Whereas it's there, it's subtle, it's not in your face.
Yeah.
But again, it's everybody's opinion is different. Like, there's people that like that really heavy looking.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I like that what Biggie's done with this. Like, it's,
Yeah.
you know, when you stand there, you look at it, you can actually see it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I can remember back in the day, you know, the old hand and chisel engraving, and it got done, it was heavy, and it was very tight, it was very close. Anything that got engraved was so close, you know. Now it's more spread out, it's different, it goes with the contour of the bike more.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, beautiful job. All right, now we're having a look here.